Talking about finishing and being explosive with your hands, here's another drill that'll help you. We use the rollers on the wall, and you can see whether you're using your driver all the way through to your putter, all your clubs, you got to have great hands. Here's a drill. This is a backdrop that we have here at Ohio State that's nice because the ball is not going to pop off it as quickly as it would a normal wall. Most high school gyms will have a mat hanging underneath their basketball hoop. I found that to be a very effective piece of equipment in efforts to do this drill I'm about to show you. I have tennis balls at my feet. I'm going to work on not necessarily my shooting form, but just my triple threat, similar to what we used in the wall when we worked on rollers. My hands are loaded. My wrists are locked here. They're nice and soft. In a sense, when I say locked, they're locked into my triple threat position. That half cradle where my bottom hand's above my top. I'm up here by my chin. A lot of young men feel uncomfortable right here. It's the idea of getting comfortable with your wrists and really being able to snap your hands and getting out of this action and being a lot more explosive like so. All right, I'm going to play a little game with our goalie here. It's kind of like a Western shootout. We've all seen the old Westerns when you take your draw to your guns. Well, in this case, I'm going to hold my triple threat. I'm going to tell him where I'm shooting, and I'm going to see if he can get there quicker than I can get the ball there. All right, so let's give it a try. I'm starting in my triple threat. Judd, I'm going to shoot for your off-stick hip. Now, the goalie can't move until I move. Typically, we have a tendency when we're finishing is to give our shot away by our first motion being this. If I was to do that, Joe would be able to get off stick and make the save. So I'm going to lock my wrists, and I'm going to beat him to the spot. All right? I was able to there. Again, the key is focusing on exploding just with your hands, not giving anything away with a shoulder, a bum, but getting that ball quickly and really causing your wrist to go over. All right, let's try it again. I'm going to go stick side low. That's a great save. You can see there, goalie made a great save. We're 1 for 1. He's got a save. I got to win. All right, I'm going to go 5-hole. All right, another good save. 2 for him, 1 for me. You can see it's a competitive game that I enjoy. We're going to go off stick high here. Great save. One more. Going back to my off stick hip. All right. Got a piece of him there. But this is a great way, again, as a shooter, kind of a fun competition if you have a goalie, to work on your wrists, all right, to work on the ability to just find spots. Obviously, when I don't tell him where I'm going, it becomes a lot harder for him. But I'm trying to give him the same thing each time and just trying to explode my wrists to a certain spot.